Well, the rise of artificial intelligence and social media restrictions is causing some concern. Some say we need more legislation to protect people, and now a few states are already taking action. Joining us now with more is Claire Morrell, a senior policy analyst at the Ethics and Public Policy Center. Claire, great to be with you today. A lot to get to. But first, Meta recently launched its rival to Twitter, as we know, known as Threads. And Meta, as some may know, is the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. That being said, what type of impact do you think centralizing these platforms could have on free speech?
Yeah, so I think we're already seeing that the centralization of these platforms is really oppressive to free speech, particularly because of the ownership of Mark Zuckerberg. It has been shown in the past that Facebook had a blacklist of people that it was actively censoring, and conservatives who recently joined the new Threads platform were already quickly experiencing censorship. The Libs of TikTok account posted something that said non-binary isn't real and immediately had her post removed. And so there's already censorship happening, but the deeper issue here is that currently how much speech, how free speech is on these platforms and how much censorship is happening really depends on the ownership of the platforms. And it should not be that way. And so we need a public policy solution, a legal solution to protect the rights of Americans to free speech for the sake of our democracy. And so this is concerning to see this new Threads app already engaging in this censorship that has been known to the past Meta platforms already.
Yeah, and as you said, you know, it can be dangerous if one owner or one company controls the public square here. What can be done to protect censorship on these platforms, Claire? I mean, no matter who's in control.
Exactly. That is what we need as a public policy solution. So first and foremost, Congress could reform Section 230. This is the current law that governs the internet, which has allowed these companies to get away with censorship, hiding behind this vague term, otherwise objectionable, in a provision that was meant to empower companies to remove content that's harmful to children, content that's obscene, lewd, or lascivious. But this term, otherwise objectionable, got tacked on to the end. And that's what these platforms have been using to engage in censorship. Professing that this conservative or Christian viewpoints are otherwise objectionable, and they've been protected then, given immunity for that content moderation, and so users have no means of legal recourse. All they can do is appeal to the platform themselves or raise a public outcry and hope that their post will be restored. So we need a legal solution, and in the meantime, states, although they can't reform Section 230, are taking action. The state of Texas last year passed a non-discrimination law, drawing from a long body of law called common carrier law, saying these platforms, social media platforms, are common carriers. They're private companies that serve a clear public function. There are communication channels of today, and therefore they should not be allowed to discriminate based on a user's religious or political viewpoint. And so that law has been challenged, but is currently upheld and is in effect. And so it's encouraging to see states doing what they can to protect the viewpoints of their citizens.
Claire, we have maybe about 30 seconds left or so, but I quickly do want to talk about this on the rise of artificial intelligence, specifically apps such as ChatGPT and image generators like DALL-E, and the dangers they can pose to children, such as opening the door to questionable content. Can you touch on that for us?
Yes, I think that the dangers we've seen of social media online are only going to be further exacerbated by AI, because it's going to make it very easy for children to encounter very harmful content online, and particularly the image-based AI platforms. They're text to image, and so a child could type in, show me a picture of a naked woman, and it will generate that for them. Even more concerning is pedophiles and predators are able then to use innocent images of children online to generate more easily child pornography using these text-to-image platforms. And so it's only going to increase the amount of child exploitation online and make it more easy for children to access such harmful material. And so we really need Congress to step up and put regulations in place before it's too late.
Yeah, and we have our work cut out for us as parents in that respect as well. Claire, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.